Hey friends, it's me, your pal Kelly Zimnikas, and welcome to episode number 74 of It'll Be Fine. We're still a socially distant baking food chat show, and I am now on a hair color purple is what I'm on now. This is what we're doing. I'm loving it though. Fucking loving it. Guys, you know what we're making today? You may see it over my shoulder. Some stuffed apples. Yeah, we are stuffing apples. And by the way, only stuff apples with somebody you know and trust and love. Just be safe when you're stuffing your apples. I am so glad I get to do this today with a guy I have liked from the moment we met. I have liked this guy from the second we met, which was, gosh, I was in my 20s when I met Andrew Chapman. I think he was a toddler. I'm not sure. But yeah, Andy or Chappy, however you want to call him. Some people call me Kaz, which is up there on the fridge, We all have different names we go by when we're trying to elude different people in our lives. But yeah, we met working on a TV show. He was one of the presenters on the show. I was behind the scenes. This guy's a fantastic comic, TV personality, a man you want to stuff apples with, That doesn't sound weird at all, but I'm glad he is here. And on today's show, we are offering some love, offering some attention to the fine folks at Chefs for the Poles. Not just one chef, a whole bunch. Chefs for the Poles. This is a thing done through World Central Kitchen, Chef Jose Andres, and basically they're providing hot meals at certain polling stations in the US of A. So please check them out in the show description. Support them if you can. Volunteer with them if you are able. But most importantly, guys, especially our friends in the States, vote November 3rd. Please vote. It's my dad's birthday. Do it for my dad, okay? So yeah, that is what is happening today. We're stuffing apples with Chappy and Kaz, stuffing apples like friends do. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I put the scarecrow on the inside of the door. Nothing makes sense this year, so why not? Why not? All right, so stuffed apples. You need apples, obviously. This recipe calls for a product I've never heard of, Robin Hood Nutri Flour Blend. I guess they're going on a healthier stance, but you know what, guys? Use what you've got. I'm gonna go all-purpose flour here. We need our good friend kosher salt for this one, yeah. Kyle Petrilla. I don't think he knew this was going to make it to episode 74, but it has. All right, we need some oats for this. This recipe calls for stevia. I don't own any stevia, but I do have superfine cane sugar, so we're going to go with that. You need some butter for this. This does not say unsalted, it just says butter. Use what you want. Usually, if a recipe calls for salt, I will go with unsalted butter, but do your thing. You are the boss of you, damn it. This does not call for clove, but I feel like including it, so I'm gonna toss in some cloves. Did I mention oats? We have oats, I can't remember. Also need some ginger for this, and cinnamon. I will be grinding these down, artisanal style, thank you. And also toss in some frozen fruit. If you've got some blueberries or raspberries, or whatever you have in the freezer, chuck it in, bring it to the party. And if you would like, add in some chopped nuts. We are chopping nuts and stuffing apples. There's a lot of innuendo there, but the kids may be watching, so we'll keep it clean, keep it clean, yeah.
Okay, this is good.
This is good. This is good weather for stuffing apples today.
For what we're doing, isn't it?
It is. It is what we're doing. Have you ever stuffed an apple?
Yeah.
You have? Oh, this is gonna be a good episode. It's gonna be stilted.
People are used to it. People are used to it.
This is it's gonna be like a classic infomercial from the 90s where they did them in like still frames. That's what this episode. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I stay up late.
Those were great. They were like flip books. And
I
everyone,
know those things.
yeah. I don't know why they made those
Um,
back in the 90s. Oh, this is gonna be super fun.
now.
You were so. Should we log out and log
Yeah.
back in?
I think there was probably some sort of mandate. This is not good.
So choppy.
Uh,
You poured your apple? I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna do that while you figure this out.
No, I haven't done that. I was waiting for you. I don't know how to do that.
I've never fucking done this in my life. We were on a science show together.
Oh, really?
To figure this out. I've never stuffed an apple. So I don't know. Go try your phone.
But it wasn't a cooking show. Family show. Keep that talk to a minimum.
I know it's supposed to be a clean episode. I know we're very.
It's slowly. Just hang on one second.
You're freezing. I'm gonna love this episode. This episode's already my favorite. Maybe Andy's had it.
But very different.
I don't know. I'm gonna caption this episode with things I think Andy is saying. I think that would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, use your transcribing skills. Okay, show me what you're doing. You have an apple,
I have
and then
an
you
apple,
cut off the top,
and like from the
and then
picture,
you core it.
it looks like you have to take the top off, and then it says to cut around the core and scoop out the middle. So I guess you can like take an ice cream scoop or try to cut into this. I don't know. Oh man. Just don't hurt yourself. Please. I don't know how.
No, I think it's all.
Oh, okay. Hey, I got something. Just take this. How do you get the seeds out? Andrew disappeared, so I'm gonna assume he's nailing one. Your ceiling's nice.
Is this working okay though?
So far.
Okay, let's just keep it this way. Great.
I don't know what the fuck's happening. All right.
Hi everybody.
Once we've done this and the two of us have poured out our apples,
Oh dear Christ. Oh, I'm sorry. 3. Hold on.
I've done 2.
Good. Me too.
Yay! All right.
Here.
And then you have like parts of an apple you can eat.
Yeah, what do you do with the stuff from the inside, all the goopy stuff?
Well, it's Halloween, so if you have a pumpkin, just toss it in a pumpkin. Or put it in an organic bin. But eat the parts that are you can still eat. Or plant the seeds and grow an apple tree.
Do you remember Johnny Appleseed?
Not personally, but I remember the story.
Last name is in real life?
What?
Chapman.
No way!
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, are you Johnny Appleseed?
Could be. 820.
Okay, so do you have your dried stuffs? You need the dried stuffs. All right, so this recipe from Robin Hood yields for 6. So because we're doing 2, I would suggest just doing a half a cup of flour and a half a cup of, not a half, sorry, a quarter cup of flour, a quarter cup of oats for 2.
Yeah, okay.
I would just do that, unless you want to make all 6. then you're more than welcome to.
Give me that measurement again. A quarter cup of oats.
Just a quarter cup of oats and a quarter cup of flour.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do that. And we also need some sugar or stevia or whatever you want to use.
Yeah, I got sugar. I'm not stevia. That reminds me of Breaking Bad.
I don't
Remember?
use stevia. Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
What's that?
That show's been over for years, so it's not my fault. Okay. What goes in the bowl first?
Okay, so the bowl should contain flour, oat, sugar. If you want to do some nuts,
Yeah.
toss in some nuts.
Okay.
Toss in your nuts. Not that. It's a clean show. It's a clean show. All right. So I've got peanuts. That's what I'm doing.
Oh boy, this is not okay. And sugar. Sugar.
Sugar. Yeah, for the sugar, I would do like, I don't know, I don't know what half a quarter cup is, but do half a quarter cup.
Yeah, I got stuff.
So that's like 30 milliliters.
Okay, I like the way this looks. It looks like a good blend of. It looks like a good blend. You can't see this because if I pour it anymore, it'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll show friends at home in a second. I also have my ginger, my cinnamon, and I added clove.
Okay.
Apples. So I feel like clove would be a good thing.
Okay.
And for this, you need 1 teaspoon of each. So put that in here too. To show friends this, so it's looking like that.
Okay. Spoon of ginger.
Ginger, cinnamon, and clove.
It's gonna take me too long to get the clove, so I'm sticking with the cinnamon.
Sure. Yeah, clove's actually not in the recipe. It's just something I wanted to add to it.
I get you. Okay, now what happens?
And then you need some salt. I have kosher, but use what you have.
I also have kosher salt.
Nice. You only need a little pinch, which is about 1/8 of a teaspoon.
Right.
Not too much salt.
Okay.
Oh, and fruit, if you wish to add some fruit. But what we will first do, before you get to the fruit, you're going to take this and you're just going to mix this together. Like so.
All right.
Get everything incorporated. That's exciting. So yeah, give that a good mix. And then once that's done, you will fold in the berries, which basically means, I'll show you here. So I'm using pomegranate, but use whatever fruit you want if you want to. You don't have to. You can double up and add more oats.
I think fruit will help mask the poor job that I've done.
It usually does.
Okay.
All right, so let me just give you an example here of what folding in means. Because it doesn't mean mixing, it's this. You're just going side. You are mixing it, but you're not mixing it, you're folding.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Blueberries everywhere.
Oh, you're doing blueberries? Nice. I feel like pomegranate will work well.
Yeah.
I enjoy pomegranates, and I enjoy when they are already, like the seeds are already out, because it's a really hard fruit to get the seeds out of.
Gosh, it's an all-day process, isn't it?
You really have to just schedule out time to do this. So.
Not put in the butter yet.
Oh yeah, the butter. The butter is the last thing. So. Actually, it was supposed to be before the fruit, but doesn't matter. It's my show.
That's true.
My show.
Hey.
You'll be fine. You're back. Don't talk about.
Show?
Don't talk about freezing. Don't jinx it. Oh shit, he froze again. Damn it. Oh, we were doing so well. Okay, I don't know what happened to Andrew, but the stuffing's in here. And the next part is
Okay. This activity is good for kids.
You are freezing. I don't know what you just said. Okay.
See that old clip of Johnny Carson doing the Jello commercial? Old,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were alive back then, right?
Yes.
Did you ever get bored? And he tells the audience at home how to make this Jello custard thing, and he tries to do it legitimately. Yeah.
Are
Check
you
that.
good at making Jello? I suck at it.
I don't think I like Jello. I think as a kid it made me sick a lot, which is weird because you give sick kids Jello.
Usually, if you're ever in the hospital, you get that little Jello cup.
But yeah, orange Jello and I are not friends.
Oh, maybe it's a food coloring thing that you're allergic to.
Could be.
Possibly. I recently got my hair dyed purple.
Purple's good for fall, from what I
It's
understand.
good for fall, but I'm allergic to the hair dye. At the salon, my neck went bright red.
Did you know that before and you did it?
No, I've never reacted to hair dye in my life. So once this goes out, this is a one-time only event, guys. It's not happening again.
Wash out. Every time you wash it, you're gonna get a reaction.
No, it was once the dye was put on my hair for the first time, my neck I got stripes just down my neck. It's great. Okay, cool. All right. I can see you. Hey, so the producers didn't understand that the host would eventually say, sorry, but you just got whacked off. What network did this air on? It was a show for 12-year-olds? Do you want to try talking? Can you talk?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Then I can't. When you talk, the screen freezes. Don't talk. Just don't speak. Mime. Do you do mime? Anytime Andrew speaks, the internet cuts out. So he's just not going to talk for this. You're good, bud. You're doing good. All right. I'm getting the other one together. And as we said off, he's got two. Yes, we are doing two. This is really good. This is really good TV. I'm loving this. Okay. So just stuff up your apples. And it's going to go into the oven in a pan for 35 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So there we go. All right. Now, it doesn't say in the recipe, but I would be inclined to like crumble some brown sugar on the top if you have any. I'm going to do that. It doesn't say that in the recipe, but I'm going to do that. All right. Okay. He's usually way more chatty, my guest today. Okay, so to update, the game show that Andrew was working on called Whacked was then called Zoinked, and then and then they wanted on the show a sponsor of Danone yogurt was to have contestants fall into a vat of white yogurt or have it dumped on their face. What a weird show. TV is so weird, guys. TV is very weird. All right, are you sprinkling brown sugar on your apples, bud? Okay, he's done that. People are just gonna hear typing sounds and be like, what? Why isn't he talking? When it was called Whacked, they wanted white yogurt involved on the face. Oh, good grief. All right. So, yeah. All right. Well, we're going to put these into the oven. I'm going to do that. Chappy, go do that. And in 35 minutes, we should have something to eat. And in the meantime, go make some coffee. And we'll try to get his audio back. Yeah, talk quick before it cuts out.
Put my apples in the oven.
Oh, this is the weirdest thing.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, and then you talk for a moment, and then you get very quiet. Like your audio goes high to low, like it's spiking a lot. I don't know. So ironic you have a Phantom Power shirt on and the audio.
Why?
Well, it's just funny that your audio is being funny and your shirt says Phantom Power. Just making me laugh. It's a great
Can you
shirt.
hear me now?
I can. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
When I was in grade 9.
You were in grade 9 when you got that shirt?
Hmm.
Nice. I still have clothes from I still fit into my my pantsuit that I wore to prom when I was 18. And I'm 42.
How did that prom end for you with that outfit?
I was like super dolled up. Like I had the hair done, the makeup done. I had no date. I didn't have a date. My date for prom, this is a true story, I asked Sean Majumder, fantastic Canadian comic Sean Majumder, who I've known since I was 16. And he ended up not coming because he had to do something for YTV, or so he told me. And so he wasn't my date. And then I asked another friend. I gave it a couple of days. I was like, okay, let's ask someone else. They had just been to another friend's prom. So they were like, I don't want to go to 2. I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to ask 3 people. So I went by myself. And the night ended with me as soon as I got to my friend's house, because she was having a big party at her place afterwards. I washed my face, I got in my pajamas, and I was like, just get all this off me. Yeah. How did your prom night end? His prom and New Year's are very closely related. Okay. In a good way? No, I see head shaking. Man, this episode's going to be a bitch to cut. Oh, yeah, definitely a lot of, you know what? Okay, so for my prom, so as we know, I had no date. And it's true. There's a lot of buildup for no payoff. It's so fucking true. A lot like this episode. Absolutely. Oh my freaking God. So for me, I had a crush on a guy who was like a lot older than me. And he ended up being like my first, my first boyfriend. And he said to me afterwards, he's like, you know what, when I found out that you had no date, I got like really pissed off. And I was like, I'm gonna go down and meet Kelly and be your date. And then he decided, no, I'm not gonna go. They're gonna think it's weird because I'm older than her. Should have come. But he didn't. That's my story. You've frozen on a frowny face there. It's appropriate.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I had a date,
And
but was also in charge of like the slideshow.
I was in charge of the slideshow.
But then the like president of the prom committee
Yeah.
just like forgot the computer
No.
and all that. Like she didn't even. She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Well, how are we gonna play it?" I,
No.
so then I had to leave, go get my dad's laptop, come back, and then it, much like this episode, would like shut down. So I had to get up on stage and like fill time and stall while
Oh
the guy
my gosh.
was the worst.
Oh my gosh. My slideshow, because it was in the 90s, was on an actual slide projector. So I had the slide reel and was clicking. It was clicking. Yeah. Yeah.
What music? Did you play music to it?
The boat had, I think I gave the boat a soundtrack that I had made. I don't remember what I put on it. I mean, I still have a cassette player. I probably could, if I found, I do. I really do. There's one right here.
Incredible.
I know. Oh my God. I totally forgot about that one man show.
It was awful.
Oh my, the stuff we do. That was quite, yeah. That
I
was
was
quite, yeah.
today about like the stuff we do, because we claim to be artists or we, just love it.
Yeah.
But sometimes you choose a thing and it does the opposite impact that you want it to have, and it actually makes you go backwards.
Yeah.
If you've done nothing, it would have been better. You know what I mean? Those times.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can still see us sitting at the Patrician Grill in Toronto, and you were telling me of like how this all started, of how like you were booked to be a stage manager and then you were on the show.
No, I was booked to do the show. And then a week later, the guy took me out for coffee and was like, okay, so you're not the guy, because I already have a guy from like months ago, but you're going to be like the other guy. I'm like, it's a one-man show. There's no other guy. He's like, when that guy's not there, you're the guy. I'm like, oh, an understudy. Yeah. Do you know how to make lights turn on? Yes. Okay, because you're going to be that guy too.
Oh my God. What are you drinking, by the way?
Oh, I got to have a moose head.
I have coffee.
I've had too much coffee today.
That's fair. What is too much coffee for you? How many cups?
Oh, 6?
Jesus.
Like, and I don't like to drink coffee after 4 or 5.
I'm going to be up till I've got a Zoom show at 10, so I feel like it's okay that I have coffee because, yeah, for me, caffeine kicks in slowly.
Mm.
So it's going to hit me at like 9 o'clock at night, the fact that I'm drinking this at 5.
Well, places like the Patrician Grill or like all day breakfast type places, I love because they have usually bottomless coffee.
Yeah.
I can sit there and in an hour and a half, have like 9.
Yeah. And the cup is also tinier at the Patrician. Like it's not like it's not like a cup this size, you know?
But I've gotten to the point where I can fall asleep drinking a cup of coffee.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's
But
either bad coffee or something about your insides.
isn't it funny how like the audio and video is working perfectly during the 35 minutes where people have probably tuned out and gone to the bathroom and all that? And then when it matters, they're like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah. It's the magic of Zoom.
So here's what I want to know. You know about television more than I do. Conan O'Brien has this story where Milton Berle, remember him?
Yeah.
He came on when Conan was doing the old late night show.
Hmm.
Like a unexpected walk on. Conan didn't know about it. Nobody knew about it. He was in the building for something else. He just walked on and he's making fun of the audience and he's making fun of Conan and he's pinching his cheeks and he's whoa, 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 and he does all this blah, 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 and then 2 minutes and then he's gone.
Oh.
And Conan's like, wow, that was amazing. But it was during our commercial break. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. It's a taped show. It's not live.
Should be recording.
Why didn't they just record it and then put it in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, did the camera crew go to get donuts and coffee or something?
That's so weird. Because usually the tape would keep rolling. Like you tape like Letterman and Colbert, although I think Colbert stops for commercials. Letterman, I believe, just when you were in the audience, the band played through the commercial breaks, like they played for like 3 minutes, but everything kept rolling. Maybe Conan operated in a way that they did stop tape for commercials. I've never done this. I've stuffed a pepper. I've never stuffed an apple before.
I dunked the whole thing into the bowl of cream.
Nice. It's going to be good, man.
Yeah, it'll cool it down
It'll
and
be
sweeten it up.
Yes.
Ben, I'm hoping.
I'm gonna cut a little slice here. See how this. I definitely recommend this with a knife and fork for those who got the effect I got. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, that's really good.
It tastes good? Okay, it tastes good at least. This is not simple. You know what? In cutting it, mine looks like yours does. So.
Do you think it could be done without the skin?
Oh, Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it because you get flavor out of the skin. There's nutrients. I mean, you could. Oh, well, it's
What
hot.
What's great about this
It's so good. It's so hot.
is it's very good. Dump it in a bowl of cream,
Well, I will.
but it tastes like an apple crumble because I think that's what it is. But if you're having a dinner party, which we'll be able to have in 2025, it's a great thing to do because then everybody gets their own. They don't get like a glob of mush served from a casserole dish. They get this fancy little thing.
It's kind of appropriate. Yeah. No, I agree with you. This is delicious.
I may make this again tonight for dinner time.
Please
Not
do.
for dinner, but for after dinner.
Mm-hmm. We're adults. We can do dessert before dinner.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
crumble.
that is really good.
Mm. And I definitely like just putting the brown sugar on top because it just gives that added something.
Yeah.
And this is delicious.
And if I may say, I kind of just eyeballed the measurements of stuff for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
So if you try to make this and you're like, oh, don't worry about getting things exact, because it all eventually flows together.
No, definitely. This is tasty, man. This is really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah.
And the whipped cream is just enough.
Yeah, if you have it, use it.
Well, I'm really glad you did this with me. I'm so grateful.
Yeah, and it was the only way it could have gone.
It's true. It's true. All we were missing was some brown eggs.
That's right.
That's another inside joke. We won't talk about
That's right.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Out at her parents' house for like 2 weeks just to see them and to quarantine there for a bit. And they live in St. Thomas, Ontario, which is like half hour from London.
Okay.
And then while we were there, we found out that we were pregnant. So kind of buried the lead, right?
Are you kidding me?
No. We're going to have a kid in like 3 months.
Holy shit! Oh my god! That's amazing!